world today in Genergy, let's delve into the unique method ELBA uses to keep the generator in a prolonged shutdown during periods of inactivity. Before continuing, a small reflection, said Albert Einstein. Every day we know more and understand less. When he said that phrase, he was referring to this universe, this vast universe, this wonderful mathematics that he practiced so elegantly that it allowed us to know what the planets weighed without having been there. With a scale, this great man had this immense mind, but bringing the phrase today, precisely that is happening to us. Every day we know more and understand less because knowledge is within reach of a clip. It seems that the mobile knows everything. It seems that everything is there, but we forget to understand who we have by our side, the people around us. To the work team, to the family, to the person who is with us. I think I'm going to write down another phrase today, the one that St. Augustine said, the measure of love is to love without measure. We continue. And this generator is essential. When we go, the truth is that everyone, but let's talk, in this case the ELBA. The first thing we are going to do when I am not going to use it in time is going to be to place it. Look, now it is in run, that is, it is in the working position, but I am going to start the generator in this position and we are going to move it to this first position. And we are going to leave it there until it stops, and then we will move the button to this specific date position, which is where we are going to cut off the contact and the gasoline and everything. Why do we do the first position? Because what we are going to do is we are going to eliminate gasoline from the circuit. I'm ripping it off so we can see how we do it. Okay, there it is going. Position. Primary, well, let's let that. Regime starts in your 20 seconds. Okay, there I have it. Button position here and there. We hold on until the team stops, because what it is doing now is consuming the circuit's gasoline. And if we leave it with gasoline, that gasoline will harm a future start. So we leave it there until the generator stops, and once the generator has stopped, I'm not going to wait the whole time because it takes quite a while. We'll move it into position. Once shut, what action do we take? Next, as you have seen before, we remove the two screws and remove the cover. This is fine, and we are going to have access to the carburetor that is here. This rubber is the drainage rubber, and here is the screw that with this small wrench, which is a 7mm wrench as we see it. Okay, we're gonna loosen it up and turn on the fleet up. Okay, this is it. Here this tightened screw is completely fine, and what it does is open that tab so that, look, here we have, I don't know if you are seeing it here, the camera you see, the gasoline is coming out and we are emptying the carburetor. Okay, we already have the carburetor empty there, then we squeeze it again. Or if we want to leave it loose, we cannot forget the next campaign of tightening the screw before starting the generator. This way we have emptied the generator. Okay, this way we don't have gasoline residue left in the tank. If I leave gasoline residue, the gasoline paraffin precipitates, and that gum, that stink, is going to clog our main fountain, among others. How do I have gas closed? Since we have waited for it to finish and we have closed everything, I take out the cap and refill with gasoline, the tank all the way to the top, and I put the cap back on once it is completely full until closed. In this way, the tank has no air, it has no oxidation, the tank will not rust if it is stopped for a long time, nothing will happen for 1 year, a year and a half, nothing will happen for 2 years. The only thing I'm going to have to throw out is the gasoline, which I can simply remove the cap, open the gasoline, loosen this cap, and all the gasoline is going to pour through the carburetor. Once this is done and an inch is filled, we put the lid back on, which, as you know, the placement is extremely simple. Worth a tap to get the clips in. I place my screws with a gentle squeeze, which also doesn't have to kill the screws or mark them. Okay, there it is, perfect, and I already have my equipment ready to winter. Let's look at some other characteristics. This, when I have stopped this steam and I have left it to not work with it, the important thing would be, the interesting thing would be to disconnect the battery. And have you seen in the previous video how it is done? But if I'm going to leave it idle for a while and don't want to disconnect the battery, I can leave it plugged in here. It's green now, okay? Does it mean that you have finished recharging the battery when I run out of battery? Let's see if I use up the battery now and plug in the charger. We will see now when I put it on that the light will come on. Look, here I have it. Right now it turns red because it is charging the battery. Once it is doing now, let's say a battery check, and it is charging. Once it is finished, it will turn green, saying that the battery is charged. This charger is worth it. Look, it is already green. You see the battery is charged. It is a charger that we supply with the generator, so that you can maintain and longer and the battery lasts longer. Look, another of the characteristics that the Elba has, 5500 watts. Is this form of mobility, this way of transporting it, that really is a piece of equipment that weighs nothing? Please treat well, this equipment is a real gem. Speaking of generators,
well, that's it. For more information, visit Genergy.ts on this page that you are already seeing. I'd like you to go to the website and navigate to the section in the menu about the SAT, entering the SAT. It's important to check it out thoroughly for more details and guidance. The menu has been thoughtfully designed to help you find what you need efficiently and effectively. Additionally, make a mock pickup. In case of a team coming for that breakdown, remember the website where you can fill out a form. We will pick up the machine at work whenever there is a valid zip code for repair or overhaul. Okay? Well, that's it. Also, if you have any questions, our telephone numbers and emails are available for you. And remember, it is imperative to never stop learning. Education is key, and we're here to support you in all your endeavors.